Well, hello, family. So thank you for being here. We got Bruce Poppy with us today, and Bruce is out. Bruce and Natalie are both out on the road traveling to where? Texas?
Yeah, we're headed to Dallas. It seems like I can never even get my land legs back ever since we left our house in the middle of September, and been on the road pretty much ever since. Just a day or day and a half at home.
Well, that huge traveling that you did with TT2 was just... that was a very long drive. Hi, Closet!
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. Enjoying his first interview on Esther.
Yeah, the first Esther interview thing. Yeah.
Well, it's awesome to have you live with us, Bruce. Thank you so much for taking time out of your, busy schedule of driving so much to spend time with the
That's what I
family
do.
today.
Yeah, I don't even know where I'm at half the time. It's I live my life by GPS and gas stations. That's all I got to do.
Red Bulls and 5-hour energy drinks.
Well, I gotta stay away from that stuff. I do probably have my share of caffeine in the coffee version, but yeah, some health stuff keeps me from or makes me stay away from that Red Bull stuff.
So why are you on your way to Dallas?
Well, we got a business event with Scott McKay Friday night and Saturday, and then we're having a little get together. Call it a dinner at a restaurant with Scott and a bunch of other people. So yeah, going to hang out with Scott McKay outside of Dallas this weekend.
Oh,
That's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's been instrumental. I was lucky enough, to get introduced to him early on in this thing, and I was Kirsten W's the one who introduced us because she lived not far from me. So became friends with her, and because of them two, they encouraged me to get my voice out there and start my own channel. So that's what we did.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome how many connections that we're making through this movement, and how we're all, starting to stand up and be there for one another, and even just travel across the United States just to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's the synchronicities in my life are just amazing. The little cracks of a door that would open up that I would shoulder that door in, the blessings that were on the other side. But we got to take that action, right? We got to take those steps. Can't be sitting around waiting for somebody else to do it for you.
It's very true. Oh, Doug's in the chat.
Oh, hey,
Dougie.
Doug.
Dougie White.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell us what's been going on.
Well, how much time we got? Well, there's all kinds of stuff happening all over. I have to, say I have, full disclosure. I was have been over the past month-ish, a little bit on the disappointed side that nothing big and huge was revealed, disclosed, or otherwise made public. We had been set our hopes. I guess maybe that was the problem. Set our hopes on certain things, and those things ended going off and happening that really in all reality should not have happened. So if you can read between the lines. It's unfortunate that we have to be this way, have to talk in code and talk and dance around different things, but that's the game that we have to play in this war that we're in.
It's very true. It's a war of deception, and Mr. T has been saying that for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And Jason Q with The Art of War, that book.
Well, that's exactly what is going on right now, I believe. It's a moves and counter moves. We're towards the end game, and so even the people, the high level type people who are making the decisions about what happens when or what they do to a particular countermeasure. Those guys don't even know what's going to happen when. Like I said, it's a moves and counter moves. It's a chess game, and where there's only a couple of moves left, they know that they're in checkmate, and all they can do at this point is kind of extend the game. So we're just waiting to see what happens, with those guys behind doing the stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Very
true.
So in your travels, have you been seeing a lot of military out?
Not a huge amount. We've seen little spurts here and there. Some military vehicles on trains. There was one place we stopped for gas. Had a couple of big, huge type transport vehicles on the back of trucks. Other people that I know that see my stuff, whether they follow me on whatever platform, are sending me stuff. Videos all over the place. So and Derek Johnson's always watching that flight app. So there's stuff happening all over the place. You just got to look for it. It's not overtly in your face, but there's small little things happening all over the place, little pieces of the puzzle that have to be in place before we can before the fat lady starts singing, if you will.
We've also been getting a lot of, you've seen like 2 of them so far, how this is the quiet before the storm, and we need to start doing our inner work and start not focusing upon the information, but focusing upon keeping your high vibrations so they can do the work that is needed at this moment. What are your thoughts about that?
Absolutely, 100%. I've been trying to push, that shift. I mean, I've been doing it in my own personal life, and so my, channels is essentially just a vlog, video log about my life, my experiences, through this whole ascension process. And I've been moving away from, information. Everybody wants intel. What's going to happen? Who's going to do this? We want to know what's happening, but all of that really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
We got to take care. I can't control what Mr. T and his friends do behind the scenes. All I can control is what I can do.
Yeah.
And what I can do is make sure that I'm the best human being I can be. Try to walk in that love, high vibration, every day. And that's what really blows people's minds, since I've been, making that intention, that conscious effort, to walk in that path. When people want to, give you grief about a particular shirt you might be wearing, or, pick any number of things about a post, a troll wants to come on your post. If you just love them back, just shower them with love, it blows their minds. They can't handle it. They're on that different frequency, and they can't connect.
That is so true. That is so true. And they're also being used to get our vibrations down so the work can't be done too. And we're realizing that with our neighbor.
Oh yeah, having some problems.
Major problems.
Neighbor envy is always bad. It's always they get some guy that gets a hair up his ass and decides that he wants to be in control and whatever. That's because I live when I'm home. We live in like a little condo community, a villa. So yeah, the condo Nazis there won't let you do anything. They want to have complete control, total control over everything you do, what kind of car you drive, where you park, all kinds of ugliness. So that HOA neighbor stuff is just, like I said, designed to keep you from walking in who you need to be.
That's very true.
So you want to share with us some of the most interesting experiences you've had as far as your awakening process?
Well, the biggest thing I've noticed in me personally is the things that I just know. The impartations, you can call it, downloads, and even a little bit intuition. My bullshit detector is extremely sensitive. And so one of the, I guess, you could call it gifting, whatever, is I pull back and I look at and see a 30, 40,000 foot view. And I could see all the different pieces of the puzzle, coming together for, us to win, or we already won this thing. And, God's got it already taken care of. We just got to go through the process. So, seeing that and, just knowing stuff I've never researched, never studied. And I see an article or I see something, I'm like, yeah, I know that, like I know my own name. So just the knowing, the awakening of some of the psychic abilities is pretty cool. Been pretty mind blowing. And then I guess secondly would be, getting connected, with the people. That when we were on that traveling adventure all around the country, meeting the people, because sitting behind a computer or webcam for a couple of years, ranting or, talking to myself, and then getting out there and actually meeting the people that are real, that they're going through the same stuff we're going through. And it's the roller coaster ride. Nobody's any different than anybody else. So meeting and knowing that, there's other people out there that we're not alone, and that the stories were very, very reciprocal on the you're just, so glad that we came to their city. Nobody ever comes to their city. There's just the gratitude was amazing. So those are probably the two main things for me.
Gratitude is amazing. And it's amazing with how many family members are out there that, don't get to see this stuff. But when they finally get to meet the people that they've been watching for a very long time, it's kind of like a kid in a candy store.
Hey, was there a pun there? Is that something I heard?
Except you get your candy for free.
I'm sure she always took the mom tax, right, during Halloween. If you go out, collect all your candy, you always have to pay the dad or the mom tax. They always get the favorite, candy bars out of there first.
Something like that.
Well, what's kind of funny is that I'm coming to realize that I have to be super careful with what I eat now because of how high vibrational that we're becoming, that my diet has changed so much that I had 3 pieces of candy the other day and my body started itching. I started having an allergic reaction. I'm like, oh shit, I'm allergic to candy.
That's funny.
Oh.
So what have you? Are you feel like you're consuming more calories, or this vibrational diet, or this your body changing? What do you think? What are you craving? What's the change been going on?
Well, I've been eating less actually, less calories and less carbs, and my body's feeling great now. It's amazing.
Oh sure. Every machine. See, that's the thing too about this whole medical stuff. They want everybody to fit in a box, and everybody's machine is a little different, right? My engine might run a little better, with some higher calories. Yours, might not, and candy could be something different altogether. So that's why it's important to individualize and listen to your body, right? You want to get connected, with as much holistic type stuff as you can, because this pharmaceutical stuff will kill you. And I'm pretty much living proof of that.
How so?
Well, I have some, I got some cardiac history, family history on both of my mom and dad's side, both. And so there's been a couple of 3 different times that I probably should have died. I probably shouldn't be around. The most recent one was 2018. Went in for an alleged routine upgrade. I have a pacemaker defibrillator. So they wanted to upgrade it. The battery was getting low. And they also wanted to add a lead to make it biventricular because it was only a single lead at the time. Anybody who's familiar with this stuff, you'll know what the words mean. Anyway, so it's supposed to be routine. Because of the situation I had in 2012, my device is on the opposite side. It's on the right side. Normally it's on the left. So when they wanted to add this new lead, they were going to do it transvenously. But because I'm one of the very small percentage of people who, my vein was too small. It was like less than 10% of people veins are too small to perform this procedure anyway. So they ended up aborting that mission. You know, they had already cut me, kept me in the hospital. The next day they decided to do what they call a mini thoracotomy. They cut me here, and they opened this back up, you know, put all the wires, did all the connecting, and it was supposed to be good. Well, less than 24 hours after that was completed, I ended up with a bleeder around my device. So my pec muscle swelled up pretty large. It was all full of blood. So they had to go back in, find it, clear it all out, and all that stuff. Boom. Was supposed to be, you know, everything hunky-dory. Well, you know, I had already been in the hospital close to a week, and all them carving on me, they had me on pain medication. So one of my other little maladies that I deal with or have dealt with is diverticulitis, right?
Ouch.
Yeah, so I ended up getting, because of being on the pain meds, I ended up getting super, super constipated. And they ended up cutting me loose on a Saturday after all those surgeries at noon. By 6 p.m. Saturday, I was back at the hospital because I had started with a fever. I knew I was constipated, so I started pounding the laxatives and the softeners to no avail. So I had a fever, was just feeling horrible, went back into the ER. And then they ended up doing a scan. And once I did finally give birth, so that thing was crazy. Probably too much information, I'm guessing. So they did the CT scan, and they found that I had a tear or a perforation in the colon, you know, one of the diverticulitis bubbles, whatever. So they said, oh, it's very small. We'll see, maybe it'll heal itself. You know, this is the wisdom of the doctors in the hospital. So they put me on nothing but ice chips for 3.5 days. You know, letting, you know, that thing to try to heal itself. Well, after 3.5 days, they come in. I'd lost a ton of weight. They came in and said, oh, sorry, it's not going to heal itself. We got to do the surgery. So I'd already had 3 surgeries. Now they want to do another one. Ended up with the dissection, and then with the ileostomy. Had an ostomy bag for a couple of months. It was probably the worst 2 months of my life. Living on the verge of dehydration. So all that, long story short, you know, that 6 months in 2018, I ended up having 7 surgeries in about 6 months, including the heart stuff, the ostomy, you know, and then reversal. And then after all that was done, I ended up with the incisional hernia on top of everything else.
Oh, Lord.
So because of all the trauma my body was going through, they said, well, wait, it's not that big a deal. So a few months later, we did the hernia repair surgery. So since then, that was, you know, 2018, everything's been good. I started doing my own research, got sick and tired of the medical, you know, field, and started working on some holistic type stuff. And then now, you know, it's been almost 4 years later. It's been 2 years since I seen my cardiologist, and I'm off about half of the medication that they had me on.
Ooh,
So
congratulations.
I feel better now than I have been forever. So
God-given plants are the best plants out there, that's for sure.
that's right, yeah. I mean, that was a huge, huge turning point for me, because I'd always been a very positive, happy-go-lucky, hey, let's fix it, I'm a doer type of guy. And then through all that stuff, those surgeries, it just beat me down. I felt horrible, you know, lost my purpose and passion. I was just like done, just laying around feeling sorry for myself. I'm sure there's probably some people listening here that probably feel the same way. But it was funny, the whole 2020 situation, and you know, what happened with you know, the bioweapon opened my eyes, and kind of, you know, the actions that needed to happen for me personally to, you know, get involved and feel like I'm making a difference. That's what gave my purpose and passion back, and you know, haven't looked back since.
That is awesome. That is an amazing journey, and I bet you anything, a lot of the family members can relate to that story too.
Sure, because this, you know, this matrix system, right? It's kind of designed to beat you down and, you know, put blinders on you,
Yeah.
so you're only focused what's right in front of you. and there's just so much more beyond the horizon if we can, get our butts out of the way, right? Because everybody says, "Oh, I would do that, but I could be this, but," So we need to get our butts out of the way and get some work done.
Absolutely.
We are our greatest villains.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
When we first met you, it was in Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it was interesting what got us there to Las Vegas. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
What'd you say?
What's that? Oh, yeah, right?
What?
Oh, Bruce. So, that was the first time, that was the beginning of our travels, in spreading our message. And we had to overcome the fears of traveling and learning how to travel. I mean, that's a whole game in itself, traveling.
Oh, absolutely.
It takes on a life of its own, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Carol from Costa Rica, she was saying, yeah, traveling, can be very laborious or very rigorous. And she says her two rules that she lives by is you pack half as many clothes as you think you're going to need and bring twice as much money. That's her traveling rules that she lives by. Bring
so
half
true.
as many clothes as you think you need and twice as much money.
That's exactly what I did for the Anaheim trip.
Yeah, me too. Well, I was forced to. I had to put a box in my bag.
Well, however it manifests itself, right?
That's true.
To teach us. Yeah.
It is so true.
Yeah. The universe
And
uses
are
all
you feeling
things.
better now? You got that mung out of your lungs there, kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we figured it was the sushi that I had before LA or Las Vegas. And then, of course, we went back after Las Vegas before Anaheim. And then as soon as we got back from Anaheim, my body just broke out in hives.
Good grief.
Yeah.
So was it what do you think, the stress of traveling, or is it that whole food thing?
I believe that because of the mission, the guides, the energies were keeping it at bay until we got home. And then it just, went full bore.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't help that we also put marine peptides in our coffee. So that marine kind of did some digging and
Well, thank God
jabbing.
it was on the day that we were flying, and it didn't.
Yeah. But we know about those allergic reactions. I mean, they can just happen anytime. So what I'm seeing is that kid's energy is shifting in such a way that his body is saying, all right, this is not allowed anymore.
That was my front.
Holy cow.
That was my back.
Good grief.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was.
He said, Mom, I'm like a leper.
And then I was like, I look like an Oompa Loompa with no hair. You know how orange that they are?
So you were baying to the garage until you got cleared up?
Pretty much.
But yeah, his body is just cleaning his life up and
Sure.
is saying, no more of this crap. And I was telling Kid probably a good 6-8 months ago, I said, is there something going on with shrimp? And he goes, probably something going on with everything. And he goes, why? I said, these do not taste right. They don't taste real. I said, can they make plastic shrimp like they do the plastic rice and the plastic lettuce?
Well, they make plastic beef and plastic chicken. So, yeah, they can make plastic shrimp.
Well, yeah, we
too.
came to that conclusion, right?
Well, I saw on TikTok how they were making it. It was gross.
And they inject them with silicone or something to make them look fatter and plumper. I mean, there's all kinds of smoke and mirrors going on with the food. I mean, unless you catch it yourself live, it's almost, you can't trust anything nowadays. It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. So I'm sure that you and Natalie are like us when we go to the store. We use our energies as guides as to what we're to get and what we're to walk away from. And Kid has begun to read colors, and he'll look at a piece of he'll look at a piece of meat and he'll look at all the colors and he'll be like, no. That's the bad that's a bad one, and he'll tell me exactly what's going to happen with it in 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
Because he's beginning to see those color energies.
I can read chicken and steak and beef so far.
Steak and beef are the same thing, babe. So you mean pork?
Like ground beef.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah. I can't read pork yet. Pork is just weird. I don't touch it.
What, are you Muslim or something?
Well, ever since I saw how they feed these pigs that we eat plastics and poisons and dead animals, and they just eat it all up, and once they eat it, we get it. So I'm like, I stay away from pork.
It's like I said, it's hard to trust anything nowadays. You know, we did some research, the wife and I, Natalie and I, use one of those meal type services where you pick up what you want, and then they send you a box with all the ingredients and you mix it up, put it together. We found one of what's the name of the one? Hungry Root. Hungry Root is a company that, like I said, you can order stuff up. They'll send you, however many meals you want in a week, and they'll send you the ingredients right to your door, nice and fresh.
And so
Works out for us.
I've never heard of that.
What's it called again?
It's called Hungry Root.
Hungry.
Yeah, there's all kinds of all kinds of those meal preparation type places, and with the way inflation is nowadays, buying individual ingredients, it's pretty cost effective, to work. You got to look at your own situation, but look at doing something like that. It's easier. You get exact portions. The stuff is nice and fresh, and they tell you where it's all sourced from. So it seems pretty good to us.
That's very cool. I've looked at some of those advertisements on Facebook and whatnot, and
Awesome.
but I haven't made the move to check them out yet. But it's been in my peripheral,
Sure, yeah. There was one company we tried, and I can't remember the name of it. It might have been Hungry Fresh or something. But they were like the pre-made, meals. All you had to do was put them in the microwave or whatever. And so we made the mistake. They came in fresh. We got busy, didn't eat them, so we stuck them in the freezer. Well, then after we pull them out the freezer and microwave it, because of the freezer did something, the stuff was just a mushy, nasty mess. So make sure you follow the directions. Don't put it in the freezer if they say don't to. Otherwise, it gets us, like I said, everything looked like mashed potatoes. It was horrible.
I wonder what would happen if you actually did the vacuum sealed and then put it in the freezer, because it might be the air that contaminates it and makes it all mushy. Just something.
Yeah, because there was, maybe my freezer's effed up, because I do get freezer burn a lot in my freezer. So I don't know. It's one of those things that's very low, and my priority is shit to fix.
Right?
Right now,
with
number
all
one
the
priority
traveling.
thing to fix is the country. That's what we got to do, is fix the country.
And save our kids.
Everything else comes secondary.
Well, other than saving our kids.
Yeah.
Gotta save those kids.
That sounded very demonic.
Oh, Amy says, seal a meal is great.
Seal a meal.
Seal a meal.
Donna says we have farm box here in Dallas, which uses local farmers, similar to what Bruce is talking about.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah,
you're in Donna Taylor's neck of the woods right now.
Woohoo! I am in I'm in an undisclosed location somewhere in Mississippi.
Oh, you're
I don't
going to her place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I
so
don't-
Mississippi, huh?
MIS.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember learning how to spell that through a song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember that too. They don't teach that anymore. They're teaching them how to suck and lick and poke and sit on things and poop in litter boxes.
That's basically true.
All that stuff is happening, yes, and that's why with such, people that don't, you need to get the school board stuff. I mean, if anything has been made plain to me the last month or month and a half, that I've got to live my life as though nobody is coming to save me. I'm the one in control of my own destiny. If it is to be, it's up to me type of attitude. I say for a long time, there's far too many people in our country sitting around waiting for somebody else to ride in on a white horse and save the day, and that's likely not going to happen.
It's amazing.
If it does, it'll be a benefit.
Yeah. It's amazing how they are using these school boards, though, to get the parents to start standing up. Not just for themselves, but with each other.
Right. Absolutely. Because people are getting connected. And that was one of the huge blessings of the C situation. As the schools, kids were at home learning over Zoom, and parents got to see what the curriculum was, what they were learning, and then the whole, once they decided to open the school back up, the face diaper situation, that really enraged a lot of parents.
So all of that was part of the Awakening program, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And what they meant for evil, we could turn around for good. It's just like Facebook and YouTube. I've had these. Just like you all, and most everybody else who tries to share the truth, is in this abusive relationship with YouTube. We just can't seem to get along. They keep changing moving the line on us. So once we think we got it all figured out, then they change the rules and we got to relearn it again. So, but I say all that, we got to use it. I use it as a firing position. As bad or evil and censorship, whatever, I just got to continue to fight, continue to get out there, start another channel, just to be, if anything else, to be a thorn in the side of the people up there. I mean, I know I'm just a small fish in a big pond, but hey, we got to do what we got to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very true. It's very true. And a lot of us are being triggered at this time, too. Like Faye just said, Kabbalah, Guru and Gila.
Kabbalah. Yeah.
Kab-
Guru and Gila
Kabbalah.
Jedwab put out a special video on YouTube attacking Jason Q. Did you see it? It was disgusting.
No, but I'll have to check that out. I did watch it's Kabbalah Guru, an old-looking dude with the big long beard. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. That's the other thing that really gets me bent up, is the lack of unity in our movement. Everybody's fighting everybody else. This guy's controlled opposition. This guy's an infiltrator. We got to come together and fight the real enemy instead of fighting each other.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Let's start there.
So I'm gonna have to check out that video. Yeah, we don't need anybody dissing our brother Jason Q.
No. We asked for a link. Nothing's been posted yet.
Sure, it'd be easy to find. That Kabbalah Guru guy's videos are everywhere.
A lot of people are popping up out of nowhere.
So you guys do the Wacky Wednesday stuff still? I was driving last night. I missed it.
Yeah, we Well, we haven't heard from Jason in a while, and we know that he is still out traveling because his background does not have books. So we know it's not in his house, which means that he's still out doing,
Jason Q stuff.
Well, God's work, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's in an undisclosed location at this time, apparently in Antarctica.
I don't know about that, but yeah, he is working out some personal shit. Yes, so yeah, he has been a little bit MIA, but he still shares and posts some stuff that I've seen. So yeah, he's still digging.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
just in the transition point right now.
And he's still doing lives with
Lewis.
We're not supposed to say that name, right?
Oh, no, not his last name.
Oh, okay.
Anyone can be a Lewis.
Oh, yeah. Well, screw Big Up.
Don't say
Nope.
that one.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh,
SBG.
okay,
We're spreading lies, people. Can't you tell? But
Well,
yeah,
if you see, yeah, they did still doing videos together. Did you see the one with Jack Lander when they were deconstructing religion?
oh, right. How he was
Talking
talking
about the
gods,
Greek
too.
Greek mythology. That's just crazy. I mean, it's a plausible idea. It's a plausible thesis in my mind.
Right?
Well, Kid and I have recently gotten in touch with Hape. Are you familiar with Hape? Carol talks about that. Or it's also called Rape.
It's a shamanic experience used with herbs and tobacco.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
I do it myself a few times a week.
okay. So Kid has already been at the Hall of the Gods, but my first or second experience, right?
I believe it was your second experience.
I was invited into the Hall of the Gods.
Awesome.
And I met Zeus, and I met Apollo, and Athena, several of the females. Recently, Apollo took my hand, and we went through the Rainbow Bridge to what looked like the portal that's in the sun, and Trump was there. And that's where, okay, this is where it's really interesting, is that then I was pulled back and looking at myself talking with him, and Kid was there. But because I was back here, I couldn't hear what he was saying to me. But I saw what was happening, and he pulled out this great big book, and he was showing us things in this book, and I'm like, why are you not letting me know what is being said? I guess there must be a timing to that. So that'll come through when it needs to come through. So that is a very, very real thing to me, the Hall of the Gods and the Gods, yeah.
Well, I do have to say it's because of that we call the ASEA the God Spark, GPS, God Power Spark. That has been helping to open us up into a whole different realm of possibilities of attaching and connecting with the spiritual entities and the spiritual connections, and it's just awesome to see. It is awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, it could be a cat, because all of us, we're getting that alleged junk DNA, activated, right? So, I mean, and that product there could be a catalyst to help expedite the process.
Right.
That's part of the ascension. Everybody does it a little differently. Everybody's body's a little different, how it all happens. But I believe that that's part of, our ascension deal is this, it's a transformation. It's this DNA that's allegedly junk. And we know that the creator doesn't make junk. So, that's going to be activated here. And that's part of our process.
Yeah.
Well
That's
said.
why what's changing inside your body. You're becoming a different being. Your cells and everything, how everything works is changing, and evolving and, becoming, all of it was meant to be.
Exactly.
So, feeding that vessel is going to be very, very important going forward, because it's everything works together.
Absolutely.
Everything does
Any
work
link
together.
yet?
I think she sent it to our Twitter. I'm going to go check it.
Twitter. Oh. Our Twitter is not usually used. I grew our Twitter account a long time ago. Back in like 2009. And we have like close to 12,000 on the Twitter account, but there's not a whole lot of activity.
So how long has it been since you posted? Is that something you post on a normal basis, or have you done anything else since Elon took over, allegedly?
I don't see it.
Not too much, but we do post on a regular business, on regular intervals when we go live, because Kid got us involved with Restream. Are you familiar with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I use that. It's next to OBS Studio. I think it's the second best. OBS Studio does things differently, but Restream, as far as a web-based program for live streaming to multiple platforms at once, you can have 10 guests, with their small, cheap pay program. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I actually use both OBS and Restream together. So I get all the effects of OBS, but it streams through Restream.
Right, because I've tried OBS has the plugin where you can, stream to multiple platforms at once, but it seems like a real pain in the arse
Oh, it
to get it
is.
set up and working properly.
Well,
so that's why, Restream seems easier.
It's easy to use it. It's easy to set it up to multiple platforms on OBS, but it's choppy. When Restream actually has its own different platform that it gives a whole different bandwidth, its own bandwidth, so it sends it much better.
Yeah. To do multiple platforms on OBS, you need like a Mac Daddy type computer, with all kinds of bandwidth and, because you got the megabytes per second megabytes per second is what you need, to be able to stream smooth. And you need a good connection to be able to stream with OBS. That's why I love Restream. Super simple.
Yeah.
Right? Simple's good.
Simple is good.
Yes.
But I like all the music and the videos and everything that I can play off of OBS.
And that's nice that it's open source and it works great with Restream.
That it does.
So does Scott McKay know you guys are coming?
I believe he does, because we had to RSVP to see how many people were going to show up to decide which restaurant we were going to go have our meal or dinner at Saturday.
Oh, we got the link.
Okay.
Thanks, Donna. She sent the link.
Oh, wonderful.
Is that to the video with the guy trashing Jason?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
If you want to send it to me, I'll forward it to Bruce.
Yeah. I'm sending it to you through text message.
Okay.
One of the things I love about the High Vibes Up people and the family you guys have is your guys' Telegram chat is just off the chain, super active, all kinds of great information being shared all over the place. I love how we crowdsource, all this different things. So not one person is burdened with research and everything.
Right? Yeah, it's awesome. You know what? I think I'll post it in there too.
Okay, so sending you the link now. Okay. Yeah, so I mean it is really, really cool to have you on here.
I'm so happy you guys asked. Anything, we all got to stick together and, expose other people to different viewpoints.
Right? Especially our stories. That's what's going to help us ascend further, because when we share our stories, everyone's going to know, hey, it's okay to share mine, or I connect with this person. I'm not alone.
Sure.
I had about 8 people come up to me over there at Anaheim from my story saying, thank you for sharing your story. It touched me in a way to where I can now share mine, or I have had a similar experience as you.
Right. We're all connected, and we just have a little bit of boldness, to step up and share something, with somebody else. We have no idea, the change that can happen in that person, just by you sharing a simple, something you've been through in your life and how you overcame it. It's mind blowing. That's how we got iron sharpens iron, man. We got to lift each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
In our journey in growing HVU, it first started off with, we don't know what the hell we're doing, let's just do it. And to exploring being a network, exploring, having the fans, the viewers. And then it came to the word separation. And that was being revealed to me on such deep levels. Fans, viewers, subscribers, think about that. That's them, and then there's us. And that's a form of separation. And so I turned to Kid and I said, we can't do that. And so that's how family was birthed, through HVU. And so, again, how do you share something that has been so destroyed by the programs and the DS, right? I mean, they have done a massive job in destroying what we know of as honor and integrity and commitment with each other, relationship. What does a healthy relationship even look like?
That's why when shit comes up live, we deal with it live. When I poke, she goes, rawr. I go, rawr. We're like, oh, it's okay.
That's it. It does no good to get all bent and get your panties all in a wad because, somebody does something that rubs you the wrong way. Work it out. It's a small beans in the grand scheme of things.
It's true. We control
And that's
our own
one of the
destiny.
things that it's been helpful for Natalie and I. I was 16 and she was 17 when we got married. This last August, we celebrated 38 years of being married.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, 4 kids, 6 grandkids now. And that's one of the, the key things in us is we don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. We could always growing, but it's work. Work to make a relationship work. She can't get rid of me. She can't get rid of me now. She's got too much time invested, and so it would take too long for her to train somebody else.
Wait, are you calculating his age?
Actually,
Oh.
I'm. Let's see. Your sister was born in '85, right? So we got married in '84. So we're married 38 years also.
Wow, look at there.
Yeah.
Just to clear things up for the family, not us.
Yeah.
This came out of that.
Every time he says that.
Her and him made this.
Yes, this is a mother's son.
I just want to clear that up so everyone understands. So they don't go, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, best friends? No. Mother, son.
You're the spawn.
I am the spawn. My sister says happy spawn day for our birthdays. It's awesome. Oh.
Well, congratulations, you two. 38 years. That's remarkable.
And we're living our best life now. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's been crazy the past couple of years.
And it's not long enough, is it?
No. And
Yeah.
it seems, I mean, time is really accelerating as well. It seems like just the other day, we were worried that the world was going to end the year 2000, and here we are 22 years later already.
I remember that. I mean, the world was in chaos.
Yeah. Y2K, your computer's going to set back to zero, and everything. Planes are going to fall out of the sky. It's going to be
The world's
horrible.
going to end.
Well, I got caught up in that because I was not awakened at the time. And so I didn't know what was going to happen. And then it came and left, and that was all part of the, well, fuck, what was that about?
Yeah.
And so the next time they said something, it felt more like they were crying wolf, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Where there's been a lot, yeah, I was going to say, there's been a lot of those moments. What the frick is going on with this now? Since that Y2K thing. They had the Chad situation in Florida. We had the false flag of 9/11 and all this other stuff since then. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it has been crazy, and it's been an amazing ride because it's gotten us to where we're at right now, which is the growth, the connection, the family, the love. It's opened up our eyes to a lot of things.
Yep. Today, right here, right now is the first day of the rest of your life.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Might as well make the best of it.
Yeah, and tomorrow's the only day in this month and next month that's going to be triple numbers.
What?
111122. Get it? 111122.
Oh, look at that.
That's still 2222.
Well, that's remarkable, actually.
Yeah. And tomorrow's 11/11. That isn't the 11th Veterans Day as well.
I believe. Yes.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the calendar.
I think Veterans Day is no. I don't remember.
Let's
Let me
see.
look. Yes, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Tomorrow we have off. Yeah, I'm
See,
going to-
Natalie's got the number thing. She goes, yeah, 11/11/22, and if you take 22 divided by 2, that's 11/11 again.
Yep. And if you add 11 together, you get 22 still.
There you go. So it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. I know that for sure.
I believe so. It's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers.
So, just a little intercession here. Let's talk about where people can find you.
Okay. Well, on Facebook, since I'm still playing that game with them, Fiery Truth Off, just plain old Bruce Poppy, Poppy, on Facebook. Then Rumble is Unpopular Viewpoint on Rumble. And then my third YouTube channel that we just got over 1,000 subscribers, so we can do lives from there now on the computer, is Unpopular Viewpoint with the number 3 right after the no space. Unpopular space Viewpoint 3. And I can text you the links if you want to add them to whatever.
Yes,
Oh, that would be
please
great.
do. Please do.
Yeah, I was gonna.
And if there's a way too, you can send me the if you're recording this or something, the file, so I can post it on my stuff as well.
Of
yeah.
course. So I just want to remind everyone that we have the WordPress, which is hvmaga.wordpress.com, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there you can find many of the herbal recipes that was shown to me that brought healing to bones and joints, the uterus, the muscles, the tendons, the body. Also, many of the PDFs from Maria and Jason are up there. There's red pilling. There's just so much stuff there to empower you and empower your friends. And it's about us. It's not about any one particular person. So head over to hvmaga.wordpress.com and make sure you bookmark it and share it with people. We also have HVU gear at our Etsy store, and you'll find that at
www.etsy.hivevibes. It's in the description.
okay, it's in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description.
And then also, if you're interested in checking out the GPS GodSpark Asaya, which is powered by REDOX, that link is in the description also.
There's actually something going on with that if you sign up with 300 points or more, when you buy for yourself or a loved one, you can sign up for these December classes that we're having, which we're meeting every week, every Sunday. So that's 4 Sundays in December, and we've already started our November classes, and we're getting great feedback from that. So basically what's happening is that you're joining our classes for free just by buying yourself something that is going to help you to ascend. Think about that. Not many people could do that. So we're offering this for your benefit to ascend in a higher dimensional frequency of learning how to get to the halls of the gods and how to control your own destiny.
Bruce, where are you going to send those links? Are you able to send them now?
I can, it could take me just a minute to text them over to you.
Sure. And kid, you can keep flapping your lips if you like.
You can keep flapping your lips if you like. Well.
Kid speechless. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I just had to do that.
That was awesome.
My brain went into thinking about it first. It was like, thinking, something funny.
That's I saw the hourglass spinning on your forehead.
Right. It's like the old connecting to dial-up. Beep, beep, beep. Oh. More like it's a cassette player where your kid just goes and pulls the film out, and you're over there, trying to get it back in.
Oh, so Ronnie posted something for Rumble.
Oh, you can find Bruce there on Rumble. Okay, thank you, Ronnie.
So I'll pin that. Oh, nope, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's funny that was the first link I texted you was the Rumble link.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I will post
That was freaking hilarious. Yep, I got it. I'll send this to Kid.
You know, I'll if you want to send me all the links, I can create a notepad of the description. So every time that you come on, I could just throw it into the description.
Oh, yeah, we would love to have you on again. This is awesome.
So would so I'll keep sending them to the same number, or want me to change numbers, or what?
You want to change numbers? Sure. Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh, we love your badness.
Especially Natalie Closet.
Natalie Closet, she's laughing over there.
It's our little, every time I see her, I go up to her, I'm like, Closet. And she knows exactly what I'm talking about. So
Inside joke.
It is an inside joke. It's awesome.
Oh, excuse me.
It's
My
been
goodness.
amazing. Oh, can you also post the assay links in case anyone wants any type of information? So you guys can do the contact me through the link, and somebody will get into contact you about the assay. And if you have any questions about it, you can even call Jay's number, and he'll also go over it with you and explain how you can participate in the classes as well. And we'll get all your information about that. We're also thinking about doing something else with that too, but I have to get together with Jay first about that. He's kind of like our our mentor in this, so
Not kind of like is.
is.
Okay, so here's his.
Before I forget, I'll letting you know too. It was awesome to spend some time. You guys were very hospitable, opening up your house to all the crazies that rolled in there in the RV at whatever middle of the night it was.
Oh, that probably pissed off our neighbors so much, and that just tickles me pink.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you fed us like kings. It was just beautiful. Loved it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
We loved having you.
It was awesome to have you.
We want to do it again.
There. Yeah, exactly.
And then there was a handful of them that slept out on an air mattress out in the driveway.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Mark Atwood, Gina, I think did. I can't remember who else. Maybe Denise. But no, I was happy inside. It was a little chilly for me.
Right? Didn't you guys like squish Jason into a sandwich or something?
Well, it was actually Natalie that got squished into a sandwich between myself and Jason. She's over there. It wasn't bad. Yeah, so there was a Natalie sandwich.
Wake up to some Natalie jelly.
I love it when I do that. Sorry, I was daydreaming there for a second.
Oh God, I love you guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Yes. So yeah, thank you so much for having me on here.
Yeah, it was an honor, and it also gave you guys an opportunity to, rest from that long drive that you guys are having too. So
we were happy to be part of your respite.
Yeah, respite.
Yeah, we don't technically have to be there till tomorrow afternoon, so we got plenty of time. Just enjoying the road. Yeah, she's enjoying. This is our first excursion by ourselves in Esther, so it's been very fun. It's very quiet. Not all the people that we're missing that were in here before.
Right.
On our traveling adventure, there was sometimes 8 or 10 people in this thing. Yeah, they're going down the road partying, dance parties, and alcohol and all kinds of craziness.
Wow. So if I remember correctly, Esther is supposed to be signed by everyone that was in that event, right?
That was the initial draw to it. He auctioned it off on eBay, and we just put a bid in, not even thinking that we would win. Wasn't even. But whatever. So we ended up winning, and the deal is it was going to be signed by all the people who traveled, the crew, and then whoever won the auction also got to spend the day with Jason Q, and then be part of a 2-hour Zoom meeting with the Zoom or the traveling the crew. So it was funny. Lewis didn't realize who won. Who it was, because he didn't, realize what the email, because Natalie had her eBay account. So he didn't know, and we had to actually break the news to him. He was surprised that it was actually us. It was pretty funny the way the whole thing went.
Did you get your day with Jason yet?
Not yet.
Well, Faye is saying that Jason is suffering from dreadful allergies at this moment, so he's really sick.
Oh. You know what? A lot of people are suffering from some sort of how do you say that? Malady?
Malady, yep.
Malady.
My lady. Suffering from my lady.
Right? And it is just, we're hearing it from all over the nation. And so I'm wondering about that, if something has been sprayed or put in the water or...
Well, take a look at me, for instance.
Yeah, exactly. Something's up for so many people to be struggling with very similar issues. It's either lung, sinus, or skin issues, right?
Yeah. I think it's part of the spiritual deal as the body goes through, just like kids going through. As the body changes, you get more connected with the divine creator. things change in your body. It could be things being expelled, or it could be spiritual attacks. But definitely the food or the stuff that they're calling food and the stuff they're allowing us to use is having a significant impact on the health of most of the population.
It's very
So
true.
we gotta watch what we eat. We gotta drink plenty of water. Just like Hulk Hogan says, you gotta take your vitamins, brother. So we need to be on this battlefield, and we need to be healthy. So we can't be affecting lives and enhancing lives, changing lives. Red pilling, doing whatever,
Right there.
healing people. If we're all jacked up and underneath the blanket in our bed. So we got to work on our own health. Should be priority one.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
very
go.
true. Thank you. It's so true. And somebody was asking in the chat, is anybody feeling tired after eating? That usually is a representation of something that you need to figure out what is getting you tired. So there might be something inside the food that you're allergic to, and the body is just, starting to...
Or it's just saying, the body's saying, this is not good for you anymore. This is going to make you sick.
Yep, we need to make these little tweaks. You got to listen to our body. Our body knows what it needs. And most of the time, speaking for me, I don't drink enough water. That's been, so I get to be a little slightly dehydrated and my body freaks out.
Very true. Very true. Oof. Like mine. Mine breaks out in hives. You're lucky you just get tired. Lucky bitch.
Good grief. That picture you shared was crazy, man.
Right?
All of your front and back. Holy cow.
And his
And I'm
head.
guessing
His
it's
head
itchy as that, right?
Well, it looked like it was 3-degree burns on his head.
Ugh.
And like one massive hive.
I had the perfect cough, the perfect skin condition to be a leper for Halloween. I could have went out hacking up and people not knowing.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, good
I'm a
grief.
leper.
I can't even imagine that. I mean, thank goodness I got a robust skin system. I never had to deal with any type of rashes or acne, growing up acne, any of that stuff. So I'm blessed in that sense that my skin is a little bit more robust than some others.
Right?
Because I can't even imagine that. I mean, just waking up and just being covered head to toe and that would be horrible.
I'm watching you and you do a lot of squinting. Does light hurt your eyes?
No, it's just my normal eyes. I got beady little eyes. So when they go squinty, they're normal, and then they're open. That's what I'm thinking with my eyes open. But yeah, my normal eye, I got very beady little eyes. I don't know why.
So
I kind of know why. It's cannabis induced.
So you know that this book is what Jason recommends, and so we got that, and that helps us with understanding people's starseed when we go into session with them. And then this is another book that we came up on. Elena
Cool.
Denon. Yeah.
Nice.
And this picture of a starseed kept coming to me when I was looking at you. And it's called the... How do you say this, kid?
Honorai? Honorai.
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 And they are 6th and 7th dimensionals. So I don't know if you were ever told. I mean, Jason says we've been all things, right? But when something comes up to be looked at, then there is a gift that is being revealed, or something about your connection to that starseed or that experience that you had that is coming forward. And
Love it.
so,
I will do it
thank you.
because You need to see.
Oh,
Beady
nice.
eyes. Look at your beady eyes.
Onorhai. I'm gonna look that up. Beautiful.
And it's from this book.
And
Alien
so,
race.
yeah, and so when you go back through the video, you can actually take a screenshot of what he just shared and read that.
Yep.
And it's page
Very
90.
cool.
By the way, Dina Jump was on with us in the Facebook Live. And so was Gina.
All right. Hey, Dina and Gina.
Let me go check out the Facebook.
Oh, I'm already there.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just me and one other person now.
Well,
That's the thing. I love doing the lives. I love doing the interactions sometimes with people. But it seems like many people will catch the replay. Especially if you do it at odd hours. That's been my challenge, is nailing down to a specific schedule of doing putting information out. So I've been all over the place, but I just let it ride. It is what it is. I tried the schedule thing. It just doesn't work for me. I'm a free spirit. I gotta go when I gotta go.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's so true. And it matches your guys' energies too. We love it.
do you and Natalie go to a chiropractor?
We have a chiropractor we've been to. It's been a while. I probably should go on a more regular basis because I got some issues on the back as well. And
Because
it does help, but it doesn't. It's only a temporary fix.
yeah, it really does help. It helps keep the energies aligned so that they're free flowing, and that's important. I noticed that when we struggle with certain maladies and we go in and we get adjusted, those can clear up even faster. Because stuck energy is what creates the illness, right?
Yep.
Well, we didn't have our first chiropractic experience until what 3 years ago. I mean, so I was really late in life for me, and I remember thinking, why did I wait so long? But we went today, and that's what we were doing just before we went live with you. And that was amazing. And, every chiropractor has his uniqueness in what they do. His or
Right.
her, right?
Yeah, the one that we have right now, he's really good. It's like he's the body whisperer. He like touches you and it's like, okay, that needs adjusting.
Well, some of them, they do all the different stretching to put the things in alignment. And that's not just the cracking of the back and neck. There's all kinds of different stuff that they do, different modalities. I like the bed, the water aqua thing with the heat and the roller. That's amazing.
He had me on a bed with rollers, but it was not a water bed. This one hurt, but I felt so good afterwards.
It hurts so good, yes. They call that the rack. They had your hands tied above your head, your feet, and they were just pulling and stretching you out. Came out, you were like 3 inches taller.
Right?
All you hear is kid in the background going, "Oh yes!"
Do it some more.
Michael Smith says not going there.
I just did.
If you didn't stop when you did, I wasn't going to let you. I joke around all the time. 3 of my kids are in the dental field. One of them's a hygienist, an assistant, and then a guy that does sales. I was like, man, I wish one of them would have been a chiropractor. Would have been amazing.
Right?
Right.
Free
Get one
adjustments.
of those inversion tables. That seemed to help as well. Get everything lined up. Because like you said, that blocked energy. If you get your chakras all lined up and let the energy flow, blocked energy can cause you problems.
Right? That's true. Well, our chiropractor was like, what's good for a horse is good for a human. So we're like, we love this guy.
Yeah, because I was shown that even before you said that, so it was beautiful to get that confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to ask you, how do you do your rape?
Yeah,
Rape. Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, I have some of the powder. I don't have one of the applicators yet, and so we do have a small pipe that we found, an Indian pipe, as we're coming back from California, that we use as an applicator. Sometimes if nobody else is around, I'll just put it off because I don't have the applicator to do myself. I'll just put it on the back of my hand like I'm taking a bump of cocaine.
I was just thinking about that, doing lines.
Yeah, you could. Or
Yep, right on the back of the wrist.
You can stick it into a straw and use it as a tripe and have Natalie just go into your nose.
Yep, that would work. Yeah, there's a will, there's a way. I did order a couple of applicators. They just haven't come in the mail yet. Probably be there when we get home.
Most
Right.
likely.
Oh, that would be called a Natalie Puff.
No, Natalie Puff, come there.
Natalie Puff. She's really good at that anyway, by the way.
She's probably going to hit you when you get off.
Let me blow you.
Am I blushing?
So when you do a session, is it a ceremonial for you?
I do. I take some time, and quietly meditate, think, and set an intention in my mind. So it is is ceremonial-ish. Not super crazy, but I do take the time. It is for a purpose. Mm-hmm. Jason Q, he just goes crazy with that stuff.
Oh, he does hoppe too?
I didn't know.
I didn't know that
he's
either.
Carol's friend. I guess that makes
I
sense,
guess so,
right?
I don't know if it
Big
was Carol who
corrupted
turned him
us.
onto it or Dina, but Dina's got the applicator that's for 2 people, nice copper one. So yeah, she helps Jason out with that a lot,
Wow,
That's
that's beautiful.
awesome.
and it's helped him, physically, because he had sinus issues and migraine headaches real bad, and so since he started using that stuff, he hasn't had headaches and his sinus issues.
Yeah, it's
So-
really helping ours too.
Yeah.
So when you blow that stuff, do you like get the lightheaded type of feeling, and then you can feel the connection happening?
I typically, yes, I can feel it. It goes instead of up my nose, I can feel it on the back of my skull.
Right?
When it goes right there, and right behind the ear, and so I love it. Ever since Carol's turned us onto it, it's been a fantastic thing. And there are other different, tribes and different rapé blends that you can get. And each of them has a different type of function or purpose. So there's tons of research to do there as well. I got the one I like to use it's called Serpent of Wisdom.
Oh, I haven't heard
I
of that
haven't
one.
heard of that one either. That's not on Four Visions Market.
Where do you get it from?
Actually, it was Denise gave me a little small vial. I think it came from Four Visions.
It's probably discontinued until they make more at the moment.
Because they do change stuff up there. I just became a member myself. Uh-oh. Just realized I lost my earring.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I got the monthly thing, where they, send you a sample. So it's a recurring shipment with that Four Visions Market. So we'll, try and do some research. I ordered a couple of, like I said, applicators, and hopefully they'll be there when we get home.
Oh,
But yeah, I enjoy all that stuff and grounding. One thing I didn't do a lot before was ground. Stand barefoot in the grass. Mark turned us on to that. Made that a priority in my life now. It's made a huge difference.
that is
So all these
awesome.
little different tools and tips and tricks that we can share and help each other along the path. If I can climb up a couple of rungs and bring a couple of people with me, and the people up above me are helping me up the next couple of rungs. So everybody's working together. That's what we need to do. That's what needs to happen. We need a lot more unity amongst us humans.
Humans, yeah.
There is something called an earthing mat. And it's all about earthing. It's like going out and putting your feet in the grass. But if you are at work or if you're inside and you just can't get outside, this mat is about, this big. And you put it under your feet, and it's got a long wire that you plug it into not the prong, but the third one. So it grounds.
The grounding one?
Yeah, so it grounds through and into the earth, and then your feet are on that earthing mat. And you can ground while in the house, or you can even sleep on it.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, just another tool. They also have one that you can wear as a wrist. Like if you're at the computer for a couple of hours, and you can plug that in as well.
Or you could just, get a long piece of wire, attach it to a grounding rod, stick it outside, stick it through your window, and attach it to the tape with the metal on it all over your bed. So you're sleeping on it at all times.
Or they have earthing sheets, half sheets, full sheets.
I'd rather make my own with tape.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's cheaper. Tape wire and grounding wire.
Make that, and then I'd end up being like Ben Franklin. Lightning would strike the wire, and I'd end up being electrocuted. Get the Ben Franklin treatment on my grounding mat.
If that happened, Bruce, you would be Poppy for sure.
Yeah, call me Sparky.
Sparky.
Sparky is popping all over the place.
Look in the bed. My earring is gone. I don't know where I took it. It's probably in the bed.
So this is where we got our hape, our cripes, and our tripes, which are the applicators.
So do you remember the name he said about the one that he really likes?
Something
Can you hand
serpent.
me my bag?
forvisionsmarket.com. There you
Can
guys
you-
go. It's up on top.
Beautiful. Can you tell me again the name of the one you just mentioned about the wisdom or something?
It's Serpent of Wisdom. It's right behind my backpack
Serpent
right
of
there.
Wisdom.
Natalie's getting it for me.
Okay.
Oh, he has a bag for his stuff too.
Oh, let me see your bag.
It's my Trump 2020, my man purse.
Awesome.
Nice.
My fanny pack.
We're using a magic school bus bag.
Nice.
Oh.
So it is the that's the four visions logo, and then the tribe is KUNT.
Kantatanwa?
Rawa. Anyway, it says Serpent of Wisdom is the blend. Serpent of Wisdom. But it doesn't tell you the actual ingredients, so I guess you'd have to look it up.
Yeah, if they have it in here, I'm looking at it.
But we were using this as a temporary applicator. It's just a little tiny, smoking pipe. But you put the stuff in here, and then this part here goes on the nose, and then there were some leftovers. Now it's all over my computer. That's funny,
Your computer is going to get all lightheaded.
right?
So, what kind of experiences have you had when you did your session?
Vine of the soul.
Mine have been mainly just a clearing of my mind. It helps to minimize some of the voices, the background noise, so to speak. And it allows me to, have a finer tune in my hearing for that still small voice. That's what the main thing for me. Because like I said, when I do it, I feel it on the really back of my skull and right behind my ears. And then, after the initial burn, that clearing just comes over my whole head, and I can hear that voice a little easier. I guess everybody's experience is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Well, I find that some of my experiences are influenced by hearing what other people experience, and then that opens up your understanding to, oh, that's a possibility too.
Sure.
And then you can experience something along those lines as well. So when Kid talked about Hall of the Gods, that's one of the things that I really wanted to experience. And
Sure.
first time there, Zeus walked by me and I felt his energy and my stomach flipped. And I told him afterwards, I said I didn't incinerate. Feeling his energy. That was pretty cool.
Vine of the soul. Yage Hape.
So MJ posted the link to grounding mats. You can also get them on Amazon too. They have quite a selection there. Oh boy, so much great information came up today. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I agree. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it has. Are we? Do we feel good about the live? Do we feel full and comfortable that we want to close up and then we can talk about doing it another time?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to have you back.
And then I would say, these miles ain't gonna drive themselves.
Right?
Ooh.
And Natalie doesn't have enough confidence to get behind the wheel on Esther yet. She's a little nervous. I mean, 32 feet, 32-foot RV. It's a 1991. So I mean, she's kind of floaty on the road. You just gotta, it's kind of like making love to a woman. You just gotta know when to push and when to pull. So yeah.
So there's one that I haven't seen before, and this one is from the Mune Kuda tribe. Vine of the Soul Hape, and it's good for, it brings highlightened intuition, balances the energies of all vital centers, aligns you with the energy of the Yage. This medicine is best for ceremonies and spiritual practice. It comes from our friends in Brazil.
So interesting. We also have Jaguar, one of the Jaguar hoppies, and after I took that, my cat was very attracted to me. It was interesting. He usually butts his head against us when he wants some love, and
Right.
that sucker's got a head of rock, man. It can hurt, especially if he hits the shin or something. But after I took the Jaguar, he didn't do that. He came up and was very loving, and then also laid down very gently and lovingly next to me. So that was really
Picking
interesting.
up those Jaguar pheromone type thing.
I would imagine. Yeah. Maybe I'll start talking around cat.
Oh no, don't do that.
If you start having blackouts, and then you wake up in the morning, and then there's dead deer in the yard, and you're all bloody, maybe that could that whole shape shifting thing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Suddenly hair just
You could
starts
become a
popping up
jaguar,
on
in
your
the
face.
middle of the night or something.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, all right, Mr. Bruce Poppy, we just love you and Natalie so much.
Yes.
And the feeling is reciprocal.
And you guys are always welcome here at any time.
We love it. Yeah. Natalie says, be careful what you ask for.
Oh, really? Closet.
We got a couple of those in case you do drop by.
That's funny. Y'all are crazy. You're crazy. Don't ever change.
Well, thank you, mods, for doing what you do for the HVU family. For all of us, we absolutely
love and adore you.
yes, appreciate you so much. And HVU family, we love you. We're so glad you come out and hang out with us and just partake of the fun conversation. We learn, we grow, we love, and we laugh. And that's what family is all about.
Yeah, it really is. It's all about
Absolutely.
family.
Yeah. And sometimes we roar and then fix it. And that's fun too.
Yep. All families. It's not every day. It's not puppy dogs and rainbows.
Sometimes it can be beautifully ugly.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's called unicorn poop.
Yeah, Carol uses the phrase, you got to find the diamonds in the dog shit.
That's a good one. Love it.
Oh, before we go, Michael Schmidt wants to know if you will be willing to be a guest on Spiritually Raw Show.
Absolutely. Yeah. They came in. They were on the Truthathon the before, that Saturday, that 13-hour event we did. They were on there. So yeah, I'd love to get connected with them for sure.
All right, so I will get you guys connected through email. Do we have your email, right?
Yep, you've got email, phone number, you should have everything.
Okay, so I'll send Michael Schmidt your.
If not, just text me and I'll send it over. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Good.
So Michael Schmidt, look for an email from us.
Love you all.
All right.
Love you guys too, man.
Love you.
I heard Natalie.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because it's the choice that's going to help you grow.
Wow.
I can't do negative today. Positive vibes, positive vibes.
Hey, best friend. Wait. To the person seeing this, I know you're tired. I know you're fed up and so close to breaking. But remember, you have strength within you even when you feel weak. Keep fighting, best friend.